Colin gets up from the game to lead Penelope into the drawing room for some role-playing. Pen is reassured by Colin that everyone is continue playing their card game even though Eloise has left. Pen then tries her flirting again, this time on Colin, who is posing as a nobleman at a gala. She shows off her amazing writing abilities by referring to his eyes as the most remarkable shade of blue. When he is nice, they shine even more. Colin leads Pen into the study so she may hide when he hears Eloise and Francesca are going home. There, she discovers his notebook detailing his global adventures. She reads a passage in which Colin says that some of the world's most beautiful ladies are those from Paris. Horrified that she has read his inner thoughts, he walks in. As Colin takes up his journal, Pen apologizes. He accidentally topples a glass case that holds a candle. While attempting to gather the glass fragments, Colin wounds his hand. Pen takes immediate action, snatching up a cloth to bandage the wound. It becomes another time of intense sexual tension. Pen then runs away, but not before witnessing Eloise as she exits the room. Everyone gets ready for the upcoming ball that evening. Colin and Eloise go in a carriage together, and Alice is thrilled to discover that the late Lady Kent possessed exquisite jewels. Colin expresses regret for bringing Pen inside the house. He reveals that he has been teaching her things and that she wants to find a spouse. In another scene, Benedict and Colin ask a group of debutantes if the guys will dance that night. Sighing, Benny realizes he has to carry out at least one of his duties as a TUN member. Colin and Pen reconcile in the interim. In the meantime, Francesca meets a possible suitor who enjoys music. At first, they get along well since they both adore different composers and their compositions. However, Francesca experiences an unclick, and the discussion becomes uninteresting. Lady Danbury and Violet observe the exchange from a distance. Danbury questions whether it would be preferable to let Francesca to function in her own sphere, as it were. Will and Alice at the Kent estate, meanwhile, make the decision to defy some social mores. They want to share a room for sleeping and just dance together during balls. Alice does, however, wish to preserve the jewelry that belonged to her late great-aunt. Afterwards, Lady Whistledown's voice may be heard reading the most recent leaflet that's been going around the ton. Pen wrote nasty things about herself, saying that after that disastrous attempt with Colin, she ought to go back into seclusion. Poor girl of mine. You're not just a wallflower, either. You are indeed a gem. Pen receives criticism from Portia for going above and beyond what is impossible. Oh no, after all that happened with their relative last season, their reputation is already in jeopardy. Pen's maid tells her she has a caller that evening. Colin is here. He expresses regret for all that transpired, including his actions. Pen gives up, thinking there's no hope for her. But before she completely gives up, she asks Colin to give her a kiss. Pen has never received a kiss before. He lies to her at first, then he grants her request. When Polan eventually gives us a kiss, it's amazing. Pen thanks him and walks away, leaving Colin looking visibly startled.